Across our planet, in every corner of every continent, a silent war is waged. It is a war for survival, fought not with tooth and claw alone, but with a far more subtle and deadly arsenal. This is the world of toxins and venoms, a chemical battlefield where life and death can be decided by a single, unseen drop. For countless creatures, from the smallest insect to the most formidable predator, the ability to produce these potent substances is the key to existence. It is their shield against those that would eat them, and their spear for securing a meal. This is evolution's ultimate arms race, a story of adaptation and survival written in the very chemistry of life. Every habitat presents its own unique challenges, and nature, in its infinite ingenuity, has crafted a solution for each. In the deep, dark oceans, fish and jellyfish deploy their stings to paralyze their prey in the vast emptiness of the water. On the forest floor, tiny frogs wear their toxicity on their brightly colored skin, a clear and honest warning to any would-be attacker. These chemical weapons are not born of malice, but of necessity. They are the great equalizers in a world where the line between hunter and hunted is perilously thin. A small spider can bring down an animal many times its size, all thanks to the sophisticated venom delivered through its fangs. The strategies for using venom are as varied as the animals themselves. Some use it defensively, a painful last resort to deter a predator and live to see another day. A scorpion, cornered and threatened, will raise its tail not in aggression, but in a desperate plea to be left alone. Its sting is a powerful message, a lesson that is not soon forgotten. Others, however, are masters of the offensive strike. For them, venom is a tool of the hunt, a way to quickly and efficiently subdue struggling prey, minimizing risk and conserving precious energy. In this world, a successful hunt means survival, and venom ensures that success. This constant struggle, this deadly dance between predator and prey, has driven the evolution of ever more potent toxins. As prey develops resistance, predators must evolve more complex venoms to overcome it. It is a relentless cycle of one-upmanship that has been playing out for millions of years. The result is a breathtaking array of chemical compounds, each perfectly tailored to its specific purpose. They can target the nervous system, the blood, or the muscles with terrifying precision. And nowhere on Earth has this evolutionary arms race produced a more formidable collection of venomous creatures than on one isolated ancient continent. Australia, an ancient land, adrift for millennia, shaped by sun and drought. It is a continent of stark and startling contrasts. Vast, sun-scorched deserts stretch to the horizon, their red sands shimmering under a relentless sky. Lush tropical rainforests pulse with hidden life, their canopies thick and their shadows deep. And winding through it all are rivers that can be bone-dry one season and raging torrents the next. This isolation and these extreme conditions have created a unique evolutionary laboratory. Here, life has been forced to adapt in the most extraordinary ways, giving rise to some of the most unique and most dangerous animals on the planet. This is a land where danger can lurk in the most unexpected of places. In the warm, inviting waters of the coast, the box jellyfish drifts silently, its tentacles trailing behind it like ethereal ribbons. Yet these ribbons carry one of the most potent venoms known to science, capable of stopping a human heart in minutes. In the bustling city gardens of Sydney, the funnel web spider builds its silken burrow, guarding its territory with an aggressive nature and a venom that is lethally toxic to primates, including us. Even the charming duck-billed platypus, a creature that seems like a gentle oddity, conceals a venomous spur on its hind legs. The sheer concentration of venomous species here is unlike anywhere else on Earth. The continent is home to the world's most venomous snakes, spiders, jellyfish, and octopus, This isn't a mere coincidence. The harsh, unpredictable environment has played a crucial role. In a land where food can be scarce and water is a precious commodity, energy must be conserved. A powerful venom allows a predator to subdue its prey quickly without a long and exhausting struggle. It is a highly efficient method of hunting, a vital adaptation for survival in a land of boom and bust, where the next meal is never guaranteed. This evolutionary pressure has pushed the development of venom to its absolute limits. The creatures here have not just become toxic, they have become masters of their craft. Their venoms are complex cocktails of proteins and enzymes, fine-tuned over eons to be lethally effective against their specific prey. They are a testament to the power of natural selection, a dramatic illustration of how life, when pushed to the edge, responds with incredible and sometimes terrifying innovation. And deep within the arid heart of this continent lives the undisputed champion of this toxic world, a serpent whose venom is the most powerful of any snake on land. Deep beneath the cracked, sun-baked earth of the Australian outback, a new life begins. A clutch of leathery eggs lies buried in the darkness of an abandoned animal burrow, safe from the searing heat above. Inside one, a tiny heart beats. This is a young inland taipan, preparing to enter one of the harshest environments on Earth. It has no mother to guide it, no parent to protect it. From the moment it breaks free of its shell, it will be entirely on its own. Its only inheritance is a set of finely tuned instincts and a potential for venom that is unmatched in the world of snakes. Using a special egg tooth on the tip of its snout, the hatchling slits the soft shell and pushes its way into the world. It is small, perhaps only as long as a human hand, and incredibly vulnerable. The world it has entered is filled with giants and threats. Birds of prey, like the brown falcon, circle high overhead, their keen eyes scanning the ground for any sign of movement. Large monitor lizards, known as goannas, patrol the landscape, their forked tongues tasting the air for the scent of an easy meal. Even other snakes would not hesitate to make a meal of this small, defenseless creature. The young taipan's first hours are a frantic search for shelter. It must find a crack in the earth, a deep crevice in the rock, or a dense tussock of grass to hide from the many eyes that are watching. Its coloration, a dark brownish olive, provides some camouflage against the dry soil, but its constant movement as it seeks safety is a dangerous giveaway. Every shadow could conceal a predator. Every rustle in the grass could signal an attack. Survival in these first few days is a matter of sheer luck and instinct. The slightest mistake will be its last. For weeks, the young snake will live a life of hiding. It will absorb the last of the yolk from its egg, which provides its first source of energy. It does not yet have the size or confidence to hunt. Its primary goal is simply to survive, to avoid detection while it grows. It is a perilous and lonely apprenticeship. It must learn the rhythms of the desert, the scent of danger, and the feel of the land. Only by enduring this trial by fire can it grow into the formidable predator it is destined to become, the master of this arid kingdom. For months, the Australian outback has been held in the grip of a brutal drought. The sun has bleached the landscape to shades of brown and yellow, and the clay pans have cracked into a mosaic of dried mud. The rivers have vanished, leaving behind sandy beds that snake through the parched land. Life has slowed to a crawl. Animals conserve their energy, hiding from the heat of the day, and the silence of the desert is broken only by the whisper of the hot wind. The inland taipan, now larger and more confident, waits patiently in its cool, subterranean burrow, its metabolism slowed. This is a time of patience, a time of waiting. Then, a change comes to the air. The sky to the west darkens, and the scent of moisture, a smell the desert creatures have been longing for, drifts on the breeze. Clouds gather, heavy and grey, and the first drops of rain begin to fall. At first, they are just scattered spots in the dust, but soon they become a steady downpour, then a deluge. The parched earth drinks greedily, and the landscape is transformed. The cracked clay pans fill with water, becoming temporary lakes that reflect the dramatic sky. The desert, which seemed so lifeless, erupts in a celebration of renewal. This explosion of water triggers an explosion of life. Dormant seeds, waiting for this very moment, sprout and cover the ground in a carpet of green shoots and vibrant wildflowers. The sudden abundance of vegetation provides a feast for insects and small marsupials. And with the boom in plant eaters comes a boom in those that eat them. The long-haired rat, a native rodent species, has been waiting for these conditions. Their populations, suppressed by the drought, now multiply at an astonishing rate. The burrows teem with new life, and the desert floor is suddenly alive with the scurrying of thousands of these small mammals. For the inland taipan, this is the signal it has been waiting for. The time of scarcity is over. The time of feasting has begun. The snake emerges from its burrow into a world transformed. The air is cool and humid, and the ground is soft, but most importantly, the air is thick with the scent of its one and only prey, the long-haired rat. The taipan's long period of waiting and conserving energy is at an end. Now it must hunt. Its body, built for this very moment, is primed and ready. The stage is set for a dramatic encounter between one of the world's most efficient predators and its chosen quarry. The inland taipan moves with a fluid grace across the now greening landscape. Its senses are on high alert. Its forked tongue darts in and out, tasting the molecules in the air, gathering information about its surroundings. It is searching for the scent trail of a long-haired rat. It is a patient and methodical hunter, wasting no energy on frantic searching. Instead, it follows the subtle clues left behind by its prey, moving towards the network of burrows where the rats are most active. The snake is a shadow on the land, its movements silent and deliberate, a deadly predator closing in on its target. It detects the entrance to a burrow, a hub of activity. The scent is strong here. The taipan freezes, its body becoming perfectly still, a picture of coiled potential. It waits. A long-haired rat, emboldened by the abundance of food, emerges from the burrow, twitching its nose and surveying its surroundings. It is unaware of the silent threat that lies just inches away. In this moment, the desert holds its breath. The taipan's focus is absolute. All of its being is concentrated on this single rat. It is a moment of pure, predatory intensity, the culmination of millions of years of evolution. The strike is almost too fast for the eye to follow. In a blur of motion, the taipan lunges forward, bites down, and instantly recoils. It is not a struggle. The snake does not hold on. The entire event lasts for a fraction of a second. The fangs, short and incredibly efficient, have delivered their payload. The rat, startled, scurries away, seemingly unharmed. But the taipan knows better. It does not give chase. It simply waits again, its tongue tasting the air, following the scent of the dying animal. This strategy minimizes risk. A panicking, biting rodent can inflict a serious wound, but the taipan's venom ensures there will be no fight. The venom itself is a neurotoxic masterpiece. It is a complex cocktail designed to shut down the nervous system with terrifying speed. It contains an enzyme, a prothrombinase, that causes the victim's blood to clot throughout its body, triggering massive strokes and heart attacks. Another component, a neurotoxin, rapidly paralyzes the muscles, including the diaphragm, leading to suffocation. Within a minute or two, the rat succumbs. The taipan follows the trail and swallows its meal whole. A single bite from this snake contains enough venom to kill 100 adult humans. But here in the desert, it is used for one purpose: to secure a meal with lethal efficiency. Even for a creature as formidably armed as the inland taipan, life in the outback is never without risk. Being the most venomous snake on land does not grant it immunity from danger. In fact, its status as a predator places it in the path of other larger hunters. The very act of hunting, of moving across the open ground, exposes it to threats from above. A king brown snake, another large and powerful serpent, would not hesitate to attack and eat a taipan if it had the advantage. Survival is a constant calculation of risk and reward, even for the apex hunters of this arid world. The greatest threat, however, often comes from the sky. Birds of prey, with their incredible eyesight, are the undisputed rulers of the air. A wedge-tailed eagle, soaring high on the thermal currents, can spot a snake from a remarkable distance. The taipan, focused on a scent trail on the ground, can be completely unaware of the danger circling far above it. The eagle will fold its wings and dive, a feathered missile plummeting towards the earth at immense speed. Its powerful talons are like steel hooks, capable of pinning the snake's head to the ground before it even has a chance to strike. The taipan is not an aggressive snake by nature. It is famously shy and reclusive, preferring to retreat from any threat rather than confront it. Its incredible venom is a tool for hunting, not for fighting. When confronted by a human or a large animal, its first instinct is to flee and hide in the nearest crack or burrow. It will only bite defensively as an absolute last resort, if it is cornered and feels its life is in immediate danger. This placid temperament is perhaps its most surprising quality, a gentle giant in a world of toxic assassins. It wants nothing more than to be left alone, and so the cycle of life continues in this ancient land. The rains will cease, the desert will dry out, and the populations of rats will decline. The taipan will once again retreat into its quiet, patient existence, waiting for the boom that will follow the bust. These creatures, so deadly and so feared, are not monsters. They are survivors. They are a beautiful, intricate, and essential part of a fragile ecosystem. They remind us that the natural world is a place of profound beauty and immense power, a world that commands not our fear, but our deepest respect.